Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Erica and I'm so glad you're here. Today we'll be making a custom pink glitter Steelers tumbler. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm starting out with a 40-ounce sublimatable traveler tumbler from the stainless steel depot. I use the sublimatable simply because they come white, so easy for me. It works out for most of what I want to do. I did go ahead and sand that and washed it down with some liquid dish soap and let it dry. I added some pink mica to my resin here, and this was a custom order. So if you remember the Steelers tumbler from a short I uploaded that I made for my daughter's boyfriend, this is actually for his mom. His dad liked his tumbler so much that he custom ordered this for his wife, which was very sweet. And when you're using mica on a different colored background in resin, it can end up looking a little bit patchy. On a tumbler, that is. In a mold, it works differently, of course. And that's actually okay. We're going to be covering this entire tumbler with glitter, so you won't even really see the mica. I just have it there as a fail-safe in case there's any sort of patchy coverage in the glitter anywhere. It'll be a lot less noticeable. I'm just heating up the mica to make sure that it lays down smoothly. And right here, I'm cleaning off the clips where the handle reattaches. You'll see that because I stopped the cup, it did something weird with the pattern of the mica. Like I said, it doesn't matter. We'll be covering it with glitter entirely. And we're going in with a magenta iridescent semi-translucent glitter from Mr. Nola's Glitter. All the glitters will be linked in the description. And we're using the Galaxy Swirl pattern method, which is sort of self-explanatory. We'll keep following those initial swirls I made. And this is a really pretty iridescent white glitter. And I do add in some of that white glitter in between some of the original lines. Next is a beautiful silver holographic glitter. And this one's a fine glitter. The other two were chunky. Just covering up, again, those same lines that we originally made. And next is going to be a holographic gold. And I do more of the gold than the silver. Since this is a Steelers tumbler, I'm focusing on using gold sort of to mimic the traditional yellow color their logo uses. And once I figured out to turn my cup the other way and make life easier for myself, I'm just going to make sure there's good coverage with that gold. And then we are going in with the main color. Nope, I'm totally wrong. Sorry. I went back in with a different color, which was like a bright coral, another chunky glitter. And this is the main color, the pink. It's Pink Squirrel 2.0 from Mr. Nola's Glitter. And as you can see, we're just covering everything up that didn't already have glitter. I let this turn and cure for about 6 hours before I went in with my next coat to seal all that in. I'm using Mr. Nola's Glitter's Speed Dry epoxy. It only takes about 4 hours to cure. I think I let it cure a bit longer than that though, probably like 6 hours. And I'll go ahead and go in with the heat gun, again, just to make sure it lays as smoothly as possible. I also wipe off the rim. Here's where my husband fixed the camera. And now I'm going in with my torch to pop those bubbles. I'm going in with a stencil I made on Cricut Design Space, and this is Stencil Vinyl. This is going to be the background of the Steelers word part of the logo. I'm going to go in and use some black acrylic paint. I'm using a fluffy brush, and you want to pounce. Make sure you're not painting so that it doesn't get underneath that stencil. Once that's dry, we're going to go in with another fluffy brush and some Mod Podge. That's going to be our glitter glue. You want to make sure that it's nice and smooth so you don't see any lumps and bumps under the black glitter. And the black glitter I'm using is my most favorite from Mr. Nola's glitter. It's a holographic glitter, and I am crushed because they don't make it anymore. So if you're listening, Mr. Nola's glitter, please make it again. You'll make my heart so happy. Once that's been done, you want to pull that stencil off immediately so that it doesn't get stuck and pull parts of the glitter off. Once this is dry, we need to cover it with something to seal in the glitter. I'm using a gloss varnish. Same thing as polyacrylic. I just bought the cheaper Amazon option. And now we're doing the logo itself. I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I did with the logo above. Next is the stencil of the word itself. And I'm going to use some gold alcohol ink for this as the background to the gold glitter. And I'm just using part of a makeup sponge. I cut them into little pieces, and I really like to use these to apply any alcohol ink. Once that's dry, we're going to go in with that Mod Podge as our glitter glue. And once again, don't forget to pull that stencil up right away so we don't get any missing chunks of glitter. Here I'm going in with a small pinstripe of plain black glossy vinyl. I just cut these with Design Space. I think it's about 0.15 inches high, and the length is going to be 11.5 inches. Get to watch me ride the struggle bus here. I don't know what it is about pinstriping. I just can't get it on there. I also add some gold textured vinyl pinstriping. I sealed it with the gloss varnish, and then I went in with a coat of Mr. Nola's Speed Dry. And we're going to use UV resin in order to complete the handle. And I did spray paint that black and let it dry overnight. And we're going to use the UV resin as our glitter glue and to go ahead and seal that in. I just give it a flash cure every time I add some glitter. That way I can make sure that I don't accidentally touch that part and mess it up, because I'm kind of clumsy and I would definitely do that. I went ahead and reattached the handle. I did have to scrape a little resin and sand it down a bit, just in order to make sure that I could get that handle lined up properly. And I'm putting the final coat of UV resin on the handle now. I'm going to also concentrate on parts that meet the cup. And you'll actually see that there's a name on here. I made this using the gold textured vinyl with an offset of matte black vinyl. Those are listed in the description. I did that off camera. I also added some 3D four-pointed stars that I had poured several months ago for something else and had left over. You want to make sure you get where the handle meets the cup and get a nice seal there. We don't want any problems with this later on. And she is all done. This cup is gorgeous. I love the pattern. I love how it turned out, and the recipient loved it too, so that makes me happy. I'm really glad she liked it. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I'm really glad you were here, and I hope you liked my cup as much as I liked making it. Take care, be well. See you soon.